Happy Halloween, ladies and gentlemen. It is October 31st, 2022. Excellent week for risk assets, at least for the most part here in the U.S. The indices were up a few percent. International, same thing. Emerging markets were actually down just a little bit on the week, as the largest weighting is, of course, in China, and there are still a lot of issues going on there. For a little bit more color on that, make sure to check out the quarterly investment update video, which there's a link in this email that you're receiving, and it's also on our YouTube playlists. In terms of data, last week was pretty interesting with earnings. There were a couple of gigantic companies that had atrocious earnings, and then the biggest company had okay earnings, and that was apparently enough to get the market to go nuts at the end of the week. I'm not complaining. We all like it when the market goes up. I just want to flag the fact that none of the earnings were actually good by historic margins. So, with that being the case, I think that there is potentially a little more downside on the horizon, so don't be surprised by additional volatility coming back into the marketplace. Fixed income assets actually gained as well last week, with the exception of munis. Not 100% sure why they are lagging, although there has been an enormous amount of tax loss harvesting in the muni space as they're more widely held in taxable accounts. We're seeing that with fund flows pretty much across the board. This week, we have a couple more earnings on deck that we're going to be checking out here at CFG, and we are going to be watching the US dollar very closely. Remember, hope is not an investment strategy. Have a happy and safe Halloween.